Hi, I'm James. I'm a foot and ankle specialist, and today I'm going to talk you through the best trail shoes for Hallux Rigidus, which is also known as big toe arthritis or bunion. Each shoe has different features which help to offload the forefoot and can reduce the pain that one experiences in the big toe joint, but it's important to remember that all information in the video is for educational purposes only and it shouldn't be used to substitute medical advice. So the first shoe we're going to talk about is the Ultra Outroad 3. It's got 27.5 millimeters throughout the sole of the shoe, and it's one of the more unique shoes in the market in terms of it's a zero drop shoe, so there's no difference in the level of cushioning from the back to the front of the shoe. Now there's some caveats to that. If you haven't tried a zero drop shoe before, it does place extra pressure on the back of the ankle, on structures like the Achilles tendon and the calf muscles. So if you haven't used a zero drop before, it's important to consider dropping down slowly from a 10 to a 6 to a 4 mil shoe before going straight into a zero drop. But some of the benefits of a zero drop shoe is it creates a more even distribution of pressure across the foot, therefore reducing the amount of pressure in the forefoot. And when it's combined with a forefoot rocker like you see in this shoe, so it curves upward from the midfoot, that helps to reduce the forces that are placed underneath the ball of the foot. Then finally, one of the better features of the Ultra shoe is they have an anatomical toe box. So it's really broad in the toe box, it allows your toes to splay, doesn't put any pressure on the side or the top of that big toe joint, and that can alleviate the pain on the joint and help to reduce the amount of pressure that's on it during trail runs or hiking. So it's an excellent shoe if you're interested in a zero drop shoe that has some cushioning underneath. Then in contrast to that, we've got the North Face Vective Endurance 3. We've chosen this shoe as it's got a much more aggressive forefoot rocker than what we see in the Ultra. So you can see if we just put a little bit of a tilt on the front, it rocks back and forth. That really reduces the plantar pressure underneath the forefoot, and that can help offload the big toe joint. It's got a 6 mil drop from the back to the front of the shoe, comes in around 303 grams, similar to the Outroad 3, which comes in around 307 grams for a size 9 men's US. Then it's got a moderately wide toe box, so not as broad as what you get in the Ultra. So if you have a narrow to normal size foot, you may prefer the North Face, where if you have a broader foot, you might enjoy the Ultra a little bit more. Then a much lighter shoe is the Saucony Peregrine 14. We chose the shoe as it's slightly different than the other shoes in terms of it's a much lighter shoe. It comes in with a 4 mil heel drop, so it's got 31 millimeters in the rear foot, 27 in the forefoot, so significantly low enough to reduce the amount of pressure that's placed on the forefoot. It's got 5 mil lugs, which makes it an excellent shoe for technical trails and for race pace running. And it also comes in a wide version, so it's got plenty of room in the normal fit. So if you have a narrow to normal width foot, then you should be fine with the normal range. But for those of you with a broader foot, there is a wider version available too. So 3 contrasting shoes. If you have any questions on them, you can leave them in the comment section first. We have links to all 3 shoes in the description. If you purchase through the links, it helps fund the channel without affecting the price that you pay. Or if you found the video helpful, just liking, sharing and subscribing to the channel really makes a big difference.